My headphones suck. Can y'all hear me?
We
Mm-hmm.
can hear you, Mako.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get new headphones. Damn it.
I feel like you get new headphones a lot.
You,
Is
Did
Forge
you?
not
you
loading?
should get good headphones, not new ones. Good ones.
Ugh.
There we
I
go.
don't know what
Had
that means.
plug in. Uh, okay. There are a few things that I want to talk to y'all about before we start that are additions to our
What?
game. Yes, many
A new
things.
member?
No,
Your
Johnny
other
hops
dude wants
no.
on.
to merge with us.
Yeah, sorry. No
Hunter's
new
back for the second time.
people.
Johnny hops on and Joni shows up.
Man, that would have
Permanently.
been cool.
Nico comes
Uh,
back.
no, unfortunately. Um, some of it is mostly aesthetic, but a lot of it also isn't. Um, so there is quite the divide right now, just to give you all the context kind of behind this in the D&D community, because as I think I've told y'all before, they're working right now for the 6th edition changes, which in many players' eyes really is more like a 5.5 edition change. They're not that big changes, and the changes that they've showed so far, a lot of people aren't quite satisfied with. Um, so there's a little bit of disappointment in the community in that sense. And then, as I'm sure all of you have seen, recently Baldur's Gate came out
Yep.
that also introduced a slew of changes that they wanted to make to the system based on the research that they've done. And the community has quite favorably viewed these changes, which now makes the community quite a bit more frustrated, and that this video game company could make
Damn.
D&D 5.5e essentially better than Wizards could. So with all of that said, there are a lot of changes, not really new mechanics, but changes to mechanics that a lot of DMs are bringing into their D&D games from Baldur's Gate, and ours will be no exception.
Oh,
You get to
So I
choose our
just,
penis size.
you've always been able to do that, Manny. I'm a
And you
little
can have
disappointed
sex with
that
a
you,
bear.
yeah, you have always been able to do that. You just
Dude,
haven't,
David's been ahead of it the whole time.
you just haven't taken advantage of it.
Damn
Uh,
it. Yeah, both
so
character sheet.
I just wanted to walk y'all through
It's
a
in the
bit
character sheet, man.
of the things that will be added to our game, or kind of changed. So the first thing that you should be able to see is on your character sheet. If you go to your features tab, some of y'all will see that I've actually gone through your character sheets and tried to help clean them up a little bit. That might be as much as adding pictures to your icon, to your features, or changing the way that resources work. Like I know, well, for your key, I was able to change it to where whenever you use like Step of the Wind or Flurry of Blows, it'll actually deduct that key amount from that key pool there on the features page. Um, that will also replenish upon your rest. So it's just that so you don't have to manually
Mhm.
change anything. It'll just keep track of it for you. So you'll see some changes there, but what I really want y'all to do is to scroll all the way down. Um, and I happen to open Waco's and see that it wasn't under his, so I'm doing it right now. But you will see a new category of features that just says actions. And most
Mhm.
of these really aren't anything new, but I found a way to add the action list to your character sheet without it just being another active action that just kind of clutters up and muddies up your already pretty long list of things you can do. So this is a new section in your sheet that just kind of illustrates more things that you can do in combat should you feel inspired to do so, as well as all of them being programmed into the action economy, right?
Dude, consumables being a bonus action is awesome.
Yes. So this is a change that a lot of DMs kind of already homebrewed and Baldur's Gate made official. As a bonus action, you can use a consumable and you roll the formula. If you take your full action to consume it, then you get the maximum amount. So a minor healing potion, I think, is 1d4 plus 1, let's say. If you use it as a bonus action, you roll it. If you use a full action, you get 4 plus 1. This is a pretty popular homebrew rule, and I decided to make it official in our games just because it gives you more to think about. Another kind of new or changed one is the shove action. Shoving
Go write
now
that
can yeah, shoving can now be a bonus action or a full action. If
Oh
you use
shit.
it as a bonus action, it simply pushes someone 5 feet away from you. If you use it as a full action, you can shove them 5 feet away and also knock them prone. So it's just another way to expend your action economy and kind of give you creative
These are auto.
solutions to problems. What's that?
These are auto. Like they auto. You have
No,
to.
sorry. Like a shove would be a contest.
Oh, it's still a contest. Okay.
Yes.
Contest.
It's
But
just
it's
a
Uh-huh.
not a
bonus.
bonus action.
Um,
It's like you don't have to use your action
Yeah.
to do it.
right.
Yeah.
And another change with the shove is that if you're able to use multiple attacks, the shove can replace one of them. So you can use one of your attacks to shove them to the ground, to knock them prone, and your second attack to attack them now with advantage. Is one way that you could use that. Or you could attack twice and then shove them 5 feet away just to create space, right? So then you can move
Right.
away without taking an attack of
Attack of
opportunity.
These will
opportunity.
benefit Fail.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fight
Yeah.
was gonna be pumped.
Yeah, so a lot of these, like I said, aren't new, but having them on the sheet, I think, just helps a lot conceptualize what you can do. Those of you that played Solasta, I know it. At least for
Yeah.
me, whenever I could see, at least seeing it, I was like, I kind of forgot I can do that.
Right.
Like I
Yeah.
can shove someone um or disarm them, right? Like all these different things. So those are now on your sheet just to have them there. The next thing, are there any questions about those actions?
No, I'm gonna make a sumo character next. Just
Hell yeah.
do shove constantly.
Shoves and grapples.
Hell yeah.
Next,
brought
if
them.
in the very top right of your window, you'll see like the icons that come across. There's one that looks like a little briefcase that says items. And you should see a folder
Ooh.
called maneuvers. Go ahead and open that up.
Items.
Oh yeah, because I have some in my inventory right now.
Yes, you will notice in your inventory that you have new weapons, quote unquote. They aren't actually
Where is this?
weapons, but in the very top right of your window, there's there's the bar of little icons,
It's the 4th
Mhm.
tab.
and it's the fourth tab for y'all. Yes, and it kind of looks like a little bag.
Like where you click over to do initiative and character sheet stuff.
I will send a picture in the Malnova Discord channel, Waco, that might help you out. And I couldn't think of a better name for these, so I just called them
Okay.
maneuvers. You could probably call them like item actions. But essentially what these are, it's another feature of Baldur's Gate where proficiency in a weapon, and then having that weapon, obviously, each weapon has specific maneuvers or abilities that they could use once a short rest. It gives marshals a little bit more to do in combat, a little more decision making, and it provides differences in weapons. Right now, there is functionally no difference between a great axe and a great club. The damage is exactly the same, bludgeoning slash or versus slashing, but numbers wise, I mean they're identical. And this helps just make it feel a little bit different. So in this list here of maneuvers, you can see all of them. And if you open one up, like Backbreaker, for example, you can see that I've written it, only Warhammers can use this.
That's
And
dope.
you put extra force behind your strike, and you can possibly knock the enemy prone. So every weapon type has these associated with it. And I have gone through your inventories and added which weapons you have and which ones are associated with it, right? So for those of you that have like rapiers, you can now have the flourish action. And if everyone opens up the flourish action, you can see that it says feint and attack to possibly throw your enemy off balance for 2 turns. What a lot of these weapon items attacks do is introduce new conditions. which add a little more. They aren't super strong, but they just kind of add more to the game. So if you go a couple folders above maneuvers, you'll find the conditions folder. And here are all of the conditions currently in our game. Most of them you'll recognize, but there are some new ones, such as bleeding, chest trauma, crippled, dazed, gaping wounds, off balance, and weak grip.
Grip.
Yes. So if you look at these, you can open them here and kind of read through them. Some of them are pretty minor, such as dazed, where you have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, you can't take a reaction, and you lose the dex bonus to your armor class. So it's relatively minor, but there are others that are pretty major, such as chest trauma. You have disadvantage on constitution saving throws, and you lose your action for 2 turns.
Damn.
So cool.
So it's just more, basically. And this is kind of to help the marshals feel like they have just a little bit more to think about, right? You have it once a short rest, so it's you're wanting to kind of save it, but it just kind of gives you a little bit more.
Does everyone? So Pommel Strike doesn't specify a weapon type. Is that just anyone?
It doesn't. I think it's any weapon with a pommel, to be honest. So if I don't have it on your sheet, feel free to drag it onto it. It's a non-lethal strike. So if someone's at 1 HP and you use a pommel strike, you can't kill them with it.
Can you
It's
knock
just-
them out? Or?
Yeah, I
cause
guess
them
you
to
could
get
knock them
dazed.
unconscious. Yeah, but it's kind of meant just to be like a little like bap, and it's a bonus action, so that's kind of the trade-off.
So it kind of gets it's a benefit of us if we're like talking to an NPC. We don't really want to cause them damage. You just be like, ah! How like he'll probably want to do.
Yeah, you
And just
give a
cause
little.
them to get a little dazed. Hey, we didn't do any harm.
Just a little bop.
Yeah, just a little bop.
Are there any questions about these maneuvers or these new conditions?
they're
I mean,
dope.
I guess. So, like, I have. Yeah, it's amazing, especially for Fio when she gets going again.
Yeah, does anyone have
Flora,
an OP one? Oh, I'm sorry, like you go, Ashley. I'm sorry.
I don't know if she does. Her stuff's not in there yet. But like, so right now, Durna's got Flourish. I can use Flourish once for a short rest.
Right.
If I had other weapons and that qualified for other ones, do those count too? So if I had like more than one, like 3 of these things, I would have one of each.
That's a good question. I think probably how it should work, and I'm seeing now why these weren't added to your sheet, Durna. I added it to your polymorphed Durna, not the actual Durna. I was like, I knew I did this. Like I did this last night. I think probably what it would come down to, it's once per weapon per short rest.
Weapon. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So if you have 2 daggers, you have 2 flourishes, right?
Okay.
I think it's not totally specified to me, so I'm kind of making this up as I'm thinking about it. But
Just need to test it in Baldur's Gate.
yeah, exactly. Yes. Because honestly, that's the use case, and I don't know how they do it. So for right now, I guess we'll say that unless it feels too OP. Because I'm also pretty comfortable with the idea. Most of y'all have a main weapon, right? And so if you're using the action economy to switch out your weapons just to use a once per short rest feature, I think that's pretty fair, right? You're losing something to gain something. It's not as though you get it for free. So I'm off the top of my head, I'm comfortable with that.
Yay.
And so you can see I've added this Elven War Eagle here. I've also gone through and changed all of the condition icons for our tracker. So you can see like blinded here has the little eye. There's bleeding. And I can reveal these to y'all so that you can see like bleeding at the start of their turn. They take 2 slashing damage and have disadvantage on con saving throws, right? So there's a lot of new icons here. To help y'all out, including stuff like rage, sneak attack, hiding for our roguey friend. So just
if you're ranged and you're next to an enemy, threatened applies.
Yes.
To
threatened is here as well. Um, so I've tried to go through and add most of the things I think of that y'all use. Great weapon masters on here. I tried to go through everything I could think of, and um, and add it. Another thing that I kind of want to quickly go over is actually the dip action, um, which is kind of a new one. Dipping is as a bonus action, you can dip your weapon into. It says a surface, but probably the most applicable usage of this would be like poisons. So dipping your weapon into a poison that you might have in your inventory. Um, this dip action, I don't think I have it notated, but would be a free action for fast hands
Oh,
for you, Jen, as a way to try and make that ability feel a little bit better. Because I know it's very circumstantial, but that's kind of explaining what that dip is, because I added icons for like a dipped weapon in fire, in ice, and in poison to help you track that. I'm trying to think of what else has been added. I also did add Jar U for you, two things that are pretty cool. And if anyone can think of another way to apply this, please let me know. So I added two things for Jar U. I added a Fed from Fear tracker with each one of these. I know it's kind of hard to see here because you can't zoom in.
I see
But
5.
yes. And so for each of these stacks, your character automatically macros more AC and temporary hit points. So Fed from Fear 4 automatically ups your armor class by 4. If I get rid of that, then it now goes to 3, and now it's only
Wow.
raised by 3. So you don't have to manually go through and change your armor class for each one.
And how can I do that?
You can't.
Oh, okay, so you'll do it. Okay.
Yes, I'll do it. And I have a marker for Hale's Fear that's different from Frightened to be able to track.
Yeah, like the brand from the brand.
Yes, which ones are granting you AC and which ones are just frightened. Because in our current combat, there are frightened creatures and there are frightened from you creatures. And it's important to know so I don't give you plus 7 AC.
Well, because I think I have 5 right now, or 4
Yes.
feared right now. 5 or 4,
Yeah, and that's why I went up this high. I guess you can't see it here, but you will whenever we get to the battle map. So I guess I'll wait till we get there to explain the next one that I think it might be able to be used in other ways, but I don't necessarily know how. So once I show that and y'all think of something like, oh, my character could use that, please tell me. Any questions on markers or anything like that? Are there, if you find like in combat that you want to have something like a marker like that added for something that you do, like it would help you in combat, please tell me, because it's easy to add it for you. It just comes down to use gauge. There is, yes, there is a concentration one, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I'm thinking really hard right now.
He's concentrating.
It's like anime concentration.
Exactly. And I did apply ones for covers, for cover 3/4 and for half cover. Those also do exist.
Nice.
And hiding. If Jen, you decide to hide, we can use this to mark you as hiding.
I have a question on pommel strike because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think I'll actually be using it. So the description says it's a non-lethal, right? That can possibly leave them dazed. What's the formula to know if they are dazed? Because I went to the details, and then it says damage formula is a 1d4, but it isn't damage. So I'm just curious, like, how does that work?
Yes, if you, I applaud you for going into the details to try and find where it might be. If you keep going down, you can see the saving throw row, which just details it as a second from the bottom. It's a Constitution saving throw against your Strength saving throw.
Oh, strength, huh?
So it might be a little low, but
so My proficiency in nature, you say? Okay, I like that. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's my only question. You can go ahead and go into what's new with the spellcasters and what's really cool and fun about them now. New additions. Go ahead.
Yeah. Next week we'll dive into spellcasting. That's all I have that's new, but it's a few things. So
All right,
new
let's
things
fucking
for you to
fight
play with.
some shadow, whatever the hell's
Yes.
going on.
So give me a recap on what happened last time because it was a little trippy, right?
Oh yeah. You talking about the fight we're in?
Yeah, it didn't start with the fight. So how did you get in that situation?
Yeah, we just kept walking down, right? And then came across a bunch of those fucking different types of creatures kind of coming our way. And there was some black fucking weird areas, patches.
Yes, yes, areas of kind of like dark fog.
And I tried to taste the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Yeah,
what
put his
happened when
tongue
you
on.
tried to taste the fog?
I got teleported into a new dimension that looks like the same like battlefield we are in.
Yeah, a different setting, but the same like general is like a mirror, right? But no longer underground, outside, with trees and whatnot. But the structure was identical.
Yeah, and we're also fighting creatures on the other side.
That's
What are they,
right.
drow? They look like drow.
Yeah, I could see why you would say that, for sure.
Yeah, there's some pretty messed up creatures on the other side, and one got attached to my face, and I brought it back to the other side now.
You did. You brought it with you. Because you also
Forgot the mist was there.
Yes, yeah, you ran through the mist and reappeared through the other side. While the two of them were gone, what did y'all discover on the Underdark side?
I mean, I didn't discover anything. I'm like looking like one of those other creatures from that mask ability.
Yes, you are hidden.
Kind of looking like them, and I did see that like a statue fucking like did some shit.
Right. Tell me about the statue.
I didn't get a good look at it, but it attacked some people, didn't it? Somehow it missed. It didn't attack me, but it did like an. I can't remember exactly what it did, but it was able to target multiple people. And right,
It was a
nothing down
laser.
about them.
It was like a
Yeah.
Laser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
Yes.
like a like a death ray, essentially. And what was the scariest thing about it? Do you remember?
I don't.
It was purple.
Yes, it was purple. That's true. It was purple rays. We'll leave the scary part for y'all to be surprised by again. But yes, there is a battle kind of occurring on both sides. And not everyone has passed through. I don't remember if those that have gone to the other side have communicated what they saw yet to
No,
those who
I
did
did.
not.
Definitely not.
I did.
Ventus said something. He was just kind of like, yeah, it's like the same place, but it's like different. And then he left.
Yeah, as soon as I teleported to the other side, I teleported back, told the guys, and then I teleported back to the other side.
I
mean,
see.
it wasn't like super detailed. But he did mention.
You at least know that something happens with this black rolling mist. Yes. Okay. Anything else that y'all want to add there? Nothing? Okay. Thunder, what happened to you last session?
I saved the High Judge.
Wow. And how did you manage to pull that off?
I was a mere messenger. for the goddess Alargian.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Alargian, like all I did was say hello, I need your help, and then she like came out
Mhm.
and she like gave this really cool ChatGPT message poem.
Whoa. Just a poem.
Like she just like I don't know how she came up with it, but she was just like she knew how to like spew this knowledge of
Sounds like your DM is incredibly intelligent and handsome.
he is intelligent in the sense of using the proper programs.
Okay, what happened? What did you do?
Biscuits, man.
So it was a poem. It was pretty kind of she didn't say exactly don't, but it was like some strong implications like, hey, y'all are gonna die. Like, yeah, there should be some like equality, but the way y'all are going is like not the right way, and don't fucking do it. So I let that be known. We voted. Uh, they decided not to. We teleported via plants back to the clan house. I celebrated. Huzzah! Pulled out my broken unicorn wand. I got laughed at because it was broken. He was like, "We can fix that." I was like, "What?" So I gave it to him, and I did the vibe check, and everything's cool, but it's like it's my time to go. So then I walked out.
Yeah, you walked out. Very good. Is there anything that anyone wants to add to that? Anyone have any questions about that? Okay. In that case, let's dive in.
Oh wow!
Thank you. I would like to start our session tonight with two cinematics.
Oh.
Yes. That's how you know we're getting deep in it.
I know it's been a month.
Yeah. So this first one is a let's see which one of these I like better. This one. This is the winner. It is a handsome ship that is sailing out on the ocean. There is nothing but waves in every direction, and the sky is dark and thunderous. It is a single ship with a tall mast and a crew running aboard it, and you can see following this ship are two much smaller sailing ships that hoist the same flag. They are a sailing party together. And there is a bit of chaos on the ship. There are crewmates running back and forth. The helmman is barking orders at the crew because lingering on the horizon, rather ominously, is a fleet of ships, larger than the one sailing up to them. They have large black sails with purple symbols stitched into them. And the crew that is navigating this ship, as well as the two behind it, know the owners of this large navy that sits before them, that they are slowly but surely encroaching upon. And one of the helmsmen of this ship rushes forward to Ripjaw, who is standing up on the bow. Ripjaw, sir.
Sorry, I didn't know I was part of this. Who's coming up to me? Like lieutenant or something?
Yeah, one of the helmsmen.
Yeah.
And of course, like a good sailor, he waits until he's allowed to speak.
Yes, sir.
We have a situation in front of us. It appears as though the Drow Navy is not so keen on us reaching Malnova. And Ripjaw, as you turn to look, you can see the fleet that is gathering on kind of the crest of the waves in front of you.
Yeah, so I put down my spyglass and I'm like, yes, I can see that. But we are but one ship. What are we to do against the whole Drow Navy?
And as you look down at this dwarf, he begins to kind of shake his head, and you can see in his eyes that he doesn't have a good answer for you. We do nothing. We lose. We send out as many birds as we can, with whatever notes you want to hopefully reach Malnova about our venture to Idahar. What you learned or what you gathered. We will certainly be commandeered, if not simply shot down and sunk. I would guess that they would recognize your importance, so perhaps they keep you as prisoner of war. And by my best estimations, the rest of us will likely either be thrown to the waves or cut to the sharks. And he shuffles uncomfortably.
We're going to make it to the coast of Malnova at whatever cost. This is too important.
And as you say that, you kind of look over your shoulder, and you see that these forbidding sails are growing ever larger. We are vastly outnumbered. We couldn't maneuver past them if we tried. I'm sorry.
Then perhaps we can do some sort of deception and sneak one of our lifeboats onto shore.
I will talk to the captain. And you watch as he shuffles off uncomfortably. You can see that some of the crew is beginning to stop their running. The sense of urgency that was first had about 2 hours ago when the ships were sighted has been lost. And you can see their resignation. These men have sailed for far too long to know that there probably isn't any hope. And you peer through your spyglass again to try and get a better idea of what's waiting in front of you. And roll a perception check, just like a d20 plus 3, to see what you see. Yeah. You're beginning to get close enough to where you can kind of make out the outlines of drow. The silhouettes of people on this ship. And it doesn't bring you any comfort to confirm that there are indeed sailors upon their ship as well, which is unfortunate. And you slowly scan across with your spyglass until you are almost blinded by a brilliant, all-encompassing flash of gold that fills your eyeglass for maybe a second as you recoil from the lens.
Yeah, slowly, like, take my eye off the scope, and I'm looking with my, not through the scope, basically, but like holding the glass, like, what the fuck?
And you can hear that the crew is beginning to kind of murmur again. There are sounds of chaos as several doors are kind of beginning to point outwards towards the sky and the horizon. And the helmsman rushes forward to you, running across the ship. Did you see that?
I did see that. I would like to speak to the captain. And then I start walking towards where the captain's at.
And the captain has abandoned his ship's wheel. He is now also looking to the sky. Ripjaw.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Your guess is as good as mine, Captain.
My guess is a sea monster.
Well, maybe it would actually be a blessing in disguise.
And as you and the captain both turn to glance at the horizon once again, you can see that for another second, there's another brilliant flash of gold that almost illuminates the ocean as it sparkles off the water. But this time, this flash stays. And it takes a second for you to kind of gain your bearing, to acclimate your eyes to what you're seeing, because the sun is being blotted out. And you can see that the sun is being blotted out by brilliant leather wings that are stretching over the ship, descending down on the ship. And as you begin to understand what you're looking at, you see the massive body and the gargantuan wingspan of an ancient gold dragon descending upon the ship. And sliding off of his back onto the ship's deck is a golden dragonborn. Now, I don't remember if Ripjaw has actually met Iona.
I don't remember either.
And Iona doesn't either. He steps forward to the two of you, his gold scales kind of flashing in the light. We are going to be taking this ship, and you on it, to safety. Please tell your men to sit down and do not resist.
How can we trust you?
And the gold dragonborn looks at you, Ripjaw, and says, "The Archmage needs to speak with you very quickly."
And when he says that, I immediately look over to the captain and give him like a nod.
And the captain looks as though he's about to throw up, as the dragon has the boat clutched in all four of its arms. Its two arms and its two legs. And it has it gripped. And he is pulling the ship out of the water into the air as the group of you, the crew of you, begin to ascend up into the sky to fly over the blockade. And the golden dragonborn strides over to sit next to you, Ripjaw, rather calmly, and says, "He sent me a message very quickly. We are heading to Blackstone Tower."
Blackstone Tower, what's there?
He gives you a little smile and says, "The Archmage."
Oh. I thought I was
And,
to report to High Totem.
Not yet. We have more important matters to attend to first. And the ship flies off in the arms of a dragon to Malnova and Blackstone Tower. And that's where I would like to end that. I'm actually going to save the other cinematic for next time so that we can get through some of this combat.
Epic.
Dude, that was really good.
That's really good, David.
Ripjaw's story carries on.
We need a Ripjaw's Lost Days.
That's funny.
Fucking Alpha.
Okay, and now we get into our combat.
Shit.
So, the new thing for you, Jaryu, here is you will see that these creatures near you
Yeah.
are flashing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as you move your token, you will find that that flashing will change to other creatures that are near you, and also an enemy labeled as an enemy to you.
Ooh.
This is marking creatures that fall under your aura of despair.
Oh yeah, okay. That's awesome.
And
so I won't forget.
It automatically applies the penalty to them for me, so I don't have to remember to do it either.
Oh
It
man,
just
that's
is
awesome.
a passive existence.
Sweet.
And so yeah, if anyone else can think of anything that might also be helpful for, definitely let me know.
My buff debuff character is coming into full focus now.
Yes, slowly but surely. Okay, and I believe last time we ended at round 1, so now we're going to start with round 2, which means Durna, you, disguised, and feared of Jar you, is up.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I'm gonna continue with what I'm doing and kind of just observe and do some more meandering and stay out of the black and kind of come down this direction and see if I get attacked while I walk, like ghoul type thing. And I guess I'll just keep going if no one hits me.
Yeah, no, I mean, you successfully rolled your performance check last time, your stealth check last time, so you are, by all means, just
5, 10, 15, 20.
one of them.
Okay, so I think I can get up to here. And is Aslo's back now? Right?
Yes, he is.
But he's kind of like right on the edge of the mist, and then the statue right over there.
Yeah, I need to ask that whenever my turn comes up. Kind of in the mist.
Yeah, I guess I'll just how many feet is that? Sorry, I didn't know my. I see Aslos. I will like not. I mean, I'll still look the same, but I'll kind of blow my cover a little bit and be like, Aslos, what? What do you? Because I see him popping out. He's popping out of this gray shit. I'm gonna hold fort, and I'll ready in action again. To if anybody gets near me, I'm gonna like I'll be like, hey, I can get us to the other side of this without touching this, unless you want to touch it. And I'm just gonna ready in action. If anybody touches me, I'm gonna bamf over to the other side, like to the back of this room.
Are you in your voice or that thing's voice? Because I got this thing on my face. I didn't see you transform. I'm probably like, what?
Oh yeah, I would definitely sound like him, or whatever it is, right? Because it's like a deep connection. It's not just a fake one. Like I know his memories and shit. Like it's I can pass myself off as him. So yeah, I definitely sound like him 100%.
And I like with this creature on my face, probably like I mean, just absolutely so confused. I'll be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there.
You guys have fucking
Yeah, that's all I got there. What he did. Yeah, definitely standing there looking weird for everybody now, both sides. Because now I'm like kind of holding fort and just kind of trying to pay attention and not knowing what to do.
Come with me. No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, intern. I really don't know what to do. I'm gonna keep riding this whole.
Okay.
Being yeah. That's what Durna would do.
Aslos, it is your turn.
So, I'm in the mist currently. Can I like? What can I do, movement-wise, without going back to the world? Can I go this way, or do I have to go this way in order to stay out of it? That's my question.
We'll do it as a entry re-entry kind of thing, because I see what you're saying, where if like you come back and then you immediately move within it, you're just stuck forever. So
But
that
because
doesn't.
he's in
That's
the middle
more
of that cloud, he would have to leave it
if-
and come back.
Yeah, if you were to leave it and then re-enter it, then it would trigger again.
Well, I will very, very quickly run out to here, and then
Yeah.
I am going to just punch my face, I guess. I mean, I gotta try to get this thing off me. So
Yeah, and it feels horrible. It's like a little squid that has its like it's all over you, like it's a little membrane.
yeah, and I am going to recklessly attack my face with Greater Weapon Master.
Oh shit.
Hope you hit the squid.
Okay. Yes. Let me give you greater weapon mastery. I couldn't remember if you had already started raging or not.
I have, yeah, for sure.
Okay, then let me give you that too.
Yeah, because that's what I like when I first entered the mist. Remember, I was like going for the double kill, like, and then I entered the mist, and then I blamed it on rage, even though I wasn't paying attention. yeah. But yes, I am raging. So
Okay. Yes, you have all your things now.
okay, I will start swinging at it. Start swinging at my face, I guess.
Yeah, give him a nice swing. Yeah, you hit it. You.
Oh god.
Oh. Oh god.
Doesn't matter. Plus 10. Plus 9.
Yeah, the plus 10.
Yeah, and I mean, imagine what it looks like. It's just I'm
Great
taking
weapon
my
master.
like massive things and just aiming directly at my head.
Yeah. No, you destroy it. It dies.
Oh, it dies instantly.
It is dead.
Oh, see, I was not expecting that. So ignore ignore that attack. And then I guess I'm going to run over to the statue.
Okay.
And I am going to just wail on it. I'm gonna punch this orb right here and see what happens.
Sure.
And I will keep Greater Weapon Master on. So I'll just roll again. Ignore that last one.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you reach up for this orb that the statue's holding, and as soon as you make a physical connection with the stone, I need for you to roll me a Wisdom saving throw.
Ruh-roh.
Not very good at those. Oh, I'm not.
And as your fist connects with the stone, you feel your mind get penetrated as it is as it is struck with a recounting of your most painful, most traumatizing memories, almost like a flip book that's going through them all really quickly. And you can feel your happiness just be drained as you are being forced to witness through these horrible things that have happened to you in your past. And as you strike this orb, you take 12 psychic damage. And you recoil from the stone, and you can see that your blow has not affected it in any way.
Does my head come back to me as I get like kind of recoiled from it?
Yeah, and then yes, you aren't like permanently affected or anything. It was just a jab almost of like, ow.
With the rest of my movement, I'm going to go like here. I want to like kind of duck behind this crystal because I'm like almost like as in fear of it. So I want to not. I just want to be. Don't want it to see me. Kind of thing.
I like that. An attempt to get out of its eyesight.
Yeah, as I will end my turn in trying to get my head back together.
I like that. It is now this Grell's turn, who is fearful of Jaryu, so it is going to move away from Jaryu. Well,
Can we put up my my Spirit Guardians swirl? I don't know. How to put that on.
Yes, we can.
I went and checked. It was still active when we were last on.
Okay, good to know. There you go.
Okay, yeah, it wouldn't roll. It wouldn't hit him. I just want to make sure.
Yes, you are good. Yeah, he really doesn't have. There's spirit guardians. It doesn't want to go into. He can't move towards Jaryu, so really all he can do is just float away. Whoop. And I think I'm trying to look really quickly. I think your fear, only because I was reading through all of these things, I think it has a range.
Which one?
But maybe it doesn't. The fear.
Oh, from my.
What does it?
It does not.
It doesn't.
It's
But
my
surely. Oh,
frightened
I'm sorry.
they can
Gift of the
repeat.
Dread Lord.
Yeah. Well, those. Yeah, that's the spell I
Ah.
originally cast, but they can. It
I
can
see it
attempt
now.
if it's more than 30 feet away. Yeah, it can attempt another Wisdom saving throw.
Excellent. Okay, that's what I thought. It is more than 30 feet away, and it's going to end its turn, so it will make this saving throw again. But man, this is a brutal saving throw. Oh,
Plus
Poor
0.
poor Mr. Grill.
Ilford.
Poor Betty Natch.
Okay. Now, Jen, it is your turn.
So I'm frightened, but I don't remember what scared me.
You are frightened of this shadow spirit here. I believe he used this feature, which I'll link again.
Dreadful scream.
Dreadful scream. So with fear,
So I
You
can't
cannot-
move closer.
right.
So, but I
And-
can like move kind of in a circle and like go.
I think
over
you can move up this way for sure. Yeah.
And no, now that I'm behind this rock, he's not in line of sight, so I don't suffer the disadvantage rate.
True. Yeah. No, you're right.
And I will attack this guy.
Okay. Let me give you sneak attack since you are within 5 feet of Yokizos.
Noise.
Oh, baby. That's going to be a hit. Oh, but it didn't add it. Go ahead and roll 66 as I investigate as to why.
Why?
Why? Okay, very nice. Yeah, you dig into this flesh eater.
Let me check my inventory real quick.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. For my
No
bonus
worries.
action, I'm gonna use the dip and dip my light snatcher inside this purple one. What is it?
Oh wow, I like it. And I think that
Actually, if you don't mind me taking that back, I want to put it on Umbra instead of.
sure. And I think that to make your fast hands ability feel better, I'm gonna let that be an interaction, not even a bonus action. So you still have your bonus action.
Uh-oh.
So I can use my bonus action. I think we might have said this earlier, but correct me if I'm wrong. To like throw one of my weapons, or is that a full action?
You can throw or even just stab, like an offhand attack, if you want.
Okay.
But you gotta make an attack. You gotta make an attack first, though.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
normal
yeah.
attack roll, and then the damage roll just doesn't have the modifiers on it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to throw Umbra at this guy.
Ooh, okay, I like it. So go and roll an attack roll for Umbra. Oh, baby!
Damn.
You hurl Umbra across this chamber, as it strikes into this brain. And let me roll a Constitution saving throw for
DC
this
19.
purple worm poison, because this could be ugly.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh.
So go ahead and roll 12d6 as you watch Umbra sink into this brain, and you watch as the flesh begins to to curdle and burn and peel apart as the poison is beginning to dig into its skin. And also roll a d4 because you still get the blade damage as well. Of course, it's nothing compared to the poison. But yeah, you watch as this grill is beginning to burn from the purple worm.
And can we put a little Umbra icon on him?
Ooh, I should make one. But yes, that too. Let me
Yeah, it doesn't have to be right now.
I can at least do this.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll be good. But I'll make one for that too. Okay, awesome. I think that was everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
So you are good. Yokizos, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to attempt this because if it works, it'll be super awesome.
That's the spirit.
Sorry, real quick, Jacob. My bad.
you're
So those poisons, when you use dip, that's just like a one-time use, right? And then the effect's completely gone.
Some of the poisons say they last a minute or something. You just gotta read the poison.
Yeah, let me check really quickly.
I think this was a homebrew one, so I don't think it will specify.
Yeah, let me do a little research for you on that.
No rush.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic onto the orb, because I don't want to get Death Raid again. And it has a range of 120 feet, so that's 100.
You watch as the purple light turns off.
Oh shit.
What?
Finally, the spell actually did something. I feel like I've used it a couple times and it's just like, nope, didn't do anything. Okay.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
shit. Okay, so I have my spiritual weapon is active. I can't move it for whatever. Or hold on. There we go. God damn it. It's like stuck on the rock or something. I can't move it. The rock's like a wall.
Wait, why can't you move?
I think my spiritual weapon.
Oh.
I think the rock was a wall or something. So.
Oh, yes, I bet you're right.
Alright, so it's going to target that guy, and this was just a level 1 or level
Okay.
2. So it won't do the big old damage, but it'll do some damage.
Yeah, still good damage. That's
That was dead.
that's a hit.
Boo! Plus 9, baby! Wisdom 20,
Yeah, it's not bad.
baby! And that was my action and bonus action. Okay.
Okay, very nice, very nice. And it looks like, Kyle, for this poison, you can apply it to a weapon or whatever, and it will stay on that weapon until it like stabs something, and then it will come off.
Okay, that's what I was assuming.
Yeah. So you can put it on like before battle, and it'll stay, I guess, like forever, quote unquote. But yeah, once it's like used, then it's good. Okay. It is this Pale Screamer's turn, who is going to attempt its. Oh wait, no, it's not. It is going to multi-attack Jaryu with its tentacle.
Can
It
it?
does have a 10-foot reach.
Okay.
It has disadvantage because he's afraid of you.
Go for it.
Yeah, he's gonna. Boy, is he gonna try. But. Oh, oops! I rolled this one normally, so I'll roll another one.
It's alright. He's not gonna hit me anyways.
Normally I would have, but not with this
I guess,
AC, but enough.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, he tries to slap you twice. You raise up your hands in defense as you are fed by fear, and that is all it can do. It is now this scum's turn here, who is going to try to follow Aslos as it moves 20 feet this way.
That's a mistake.
Let me make sure he can't do anything else. I don't believe he can. Nope, he cannot.
What? He didn't get sucked into the portal?
No,
They're not
sucky.
affected by it, remember?
No.
Oh, okay, I didn't remember that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It is this Shadow Spirit's turn, who is going to lumber forward and attack Krungus.
Dude, Krungus, no.
Ah, Krungus.
And he's going to make 2 chilling
I
grins.
don't even see Krungus. Where's he at?
Wait,
Krungus is over here.
is that
Oh! no,
my shadow
Krungus-
spirit?
Krungus is in the Shadow Realm.
Oh shoot!
But isn't
No!
Wait,
That's- that's
how is
my
it yours?
That's my shadow spirit. Yeah.
But he feared
He
Jin
was. He's
last time. Didn't he? How do
no.
you have a Shadow Spirit?
because I cast summon shadow spirit.
Well, I guess that would do it.
I mean, I can also
Didn't you?
I can also select him as a token.
Is that why I
Oh.
have him here? Boy, it's been a minute.
I thought his
Uh,
initiative was tied to mine, but
I think what I did was I just saw that he already existed in Foundry, and I was like, that looks like evil and dark. I'll just throw him into this combat encounter without realizing that I made him for you because you summoned them.
That looks evil.
Huh.
Confusing.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, he fits the part. Like,
Yeah, he does not look out of place, that's for sure.
is it just the one?
yeah, it should just be one.
Because he is definitely why Jin is feared. And why I thought Krungus was feared, but Krungus is... I can see Krungus, y'all cannot.
Yeah, he definitely cast like
He did. He definitely
last
attacked.
session. David
And
definitely.
maybe
used
it
him
wasn't
as evil.
mine. Yeah,
But
maybe-
I think he exists because you're right. You can summon them, but I couldn't remember that, so I was just like, yeah, I'll throw a Shadow Spirit in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
hilarious.
think he was in the room though, wasn't he?
Yeah. One of the heads looks back at you, Jaryu, recognizably.
Yeah. This is weird.
But it is a little bit of a mind fuck.
I'm looking at it. It's looking at me. It's like that meme with the people in the car.
Yeah, exactly. The car's like, what? But he doesn't have a Krungus
Yeah,
to
no,
fight,
you're-
so he's just gonna run forward into the Spirit Guardians as he starts to get blasted. He does not have a high intelligence.
It's wisdom, so maybe he's really wise.
Yeah. No.
The worst wise of all.
Yeah, and so he gets blasted.
Wise. That's funny.
And he's going to rush into it with half movement now, because Spirit Gardens does do half movement, and he's going to attempt to Chilling Rend you twice. That's why this says spells level, because
It's one of his
you
spells.
summoned him. Yeah. I was so confused. This guy should not be here. The numbers are all fucked up, but
What the fuck? -2, -1, +9, +1, +2?
yeah, it makes no sense.
Oh, that didn't hit. The other one didn't hit.
An 8. Oh, that's the damage. 16 damage.
Even when it fails?
Oh, 20 doesn't hit. I'm sorry. Let me delete this real quick.
That
And he's
did-
going to try and go for one more Chilling Rend. And miss. Okay. It is now this white's turn,
It's like, what?
who is going to shoot 2 longbow shots at Jaryu. Which is clearly a fool's errand.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah. And he is going to use his movement speed to climb up onto this ledge. And now we go over to Ventus. Because it is your turn.
Okay, so this guy up here on the cliff, how high up is he?
He is 20 feet.
Okay. Okay, I would like to fly up behind this guy.
Are you still in like the shadow realm? Like what?
Yeah, I'm in the
Oh.
shadow realm right now.
What's going on here?
And I would like to use
Dark magician.
Oh, spellbook. Alright, I would like to use my gust of wind on this guy and try
Ooh.
and push him off the cliff.
I like it. I like it a lot. You blow forward,
Please.
and
Huzzah!
he failed. And so you blow him. How far? 15 feet
15
away.
feet.
As he gets knocked off, he takes 2d10 falling damage because it's 1d10 for every 10 feet. And he takes 17 falling damage
Mhm.
as he is knocked off of this cliffside.
Okay, and how much movement would you say this is? Or are we using the Pythagorean theorem here?
Well, considering that you have flying speed, technically you could just fly it, so I guess it's just 25.
Okay. Well, then I will use the rest of my movement to slowly jump into this pile of mist and teleport back to the other side.
Welcome back. You jump in, you can see your vision kind of blur out as you are pulled back to this combat. Now, you jumped into this cloud here, and so the group of you watch as Ventus reappears.
I see a black screen. Oh, then I'm turning back.
Oh, let me pull you back. Welcome back, Ventus.
Hello. And then for my bonus action,
Hello.
I will use my patient defense to dodge.
Okay,
And that'll be my turn.
great. It is now this white's turn, who is going to shoot 2 shots at you, Ventus, as you reappear.
When I'm dodging, I will.
Oh, so that's a disadvantage. So let me roll it again. And that mattered. Okay, he's going to take another shot.
Ooh.
I'm going to roll for damage here.
Yeah. I would like to use my reaction.
Okay.
Hell yeah, you do.
To deflect missiles.
Let's
4
see
damage.
Oh, you're gonna get that.
Go ahead and roll the other formula there, I believe. It should be 1d10 plus your dex plus your monk level.
Oh, there's no button. Oh, there it is.
Automatic pass.
Oh yeah, automatic.
And yep, you you sure
I
do
catch it.
bring it to 0. So you can catch it, and you can spend a key point if you would like to throw it back.
I will. Wait, who's throwing this at me?
This guy up here.
Oh, I will definitely do that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Ah.
Wait. Hold on. Do I have an? Oh,
Does he
I
have
have-
anything?
wait. No, I think I have another. Focused aim? Oh yeah, I can. Okay. I use focused aim, and I'll spend
Oh.
3 key points to increase the attack roll by 6.
To a 17.
Ooh.
Interesting. Go ahead and deduct their key points, and that hits.
Oh yeah!
So you catch the arrow and you sling it back after focusing for a little bit using your key, and go ahead and roll.
Amazing.
For 8 damage.
You
Hell
wrecked him, bro.
Worth it.
Oh, that matters, man. That's
I,
good
I
shit.
stare at the guy directly in the eye as I do it.
By
That
the
is
rule
funny.
of cool, it worked.
It worked. Okay, very good. Jaryu, it's your turn.
It was worth the 6 key.
Fuck numbers. That was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah.
So this is 40 feet away. All right. I'm like hanging out on this wall, and I'm just gonna jump down and stabby stab on this guy.
Okay.
Now, because he's a fur to me, does he have disadvantage, or do I have advantage against him on attack rolls, or no?
I don't
I'm not-
think so. I think they just have disadvantage. I'm checking really quickly though, just to make sure.
That's right.
It is. I think it is. Yeah. But good news is that does it.
Okay.
The pale screamer. As it screams.
And oh, where's my damage? Oh, there, normal.
Very nice.
Oh, no.
Then I'm gonna basically just do it again.
Okay.
Oh.
That one does not cut through its weird husk.
All right, and yeah, I'm good.
Okay. It is now this scum's turn. This scum is going to move here. And it's afraid of something. I truthfully don't remember what. But it's afraid of something, so it's going to roll disadvantage for this multi-attack.
Does it have
It's
super
going-
disadvantage because I'm dodging?
No super disadvantage. Maybe next edition. But it does miss.
Hell yeah.
Misses again, and is going to try for its mind-breaking touch.
Ooh,
That one does hit.
it does.
You will take 19 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws for the next turn.
Oh.
Little less wise. Little less wise. And next is the Fate Eater. The Fate Eater is going to try and take a chomp out of Jin here. It is feared of Jaryu, so this has disadvantage. Which is not too shabby, considering what the other effect was. And it can't really move anywhere. He does make a wisdom saving throw, though, because of Spirit Guardians.
Yeah.
Which he
Oh,
does fail.
9. Crap.
The Spirit Guardians is somehow now attached to the Fate Eater instead of...
Yep.
Everyone make a
You?
save.
I don't
Just say
quite
it's all
know
right.
why, but I'll work on that. Frawl, it's your turn.
Brawl, the mighty Frawl.
Mighty Frawl.
Do it to him.
He's just gonna slam on this Fate Eater.
Okay.
Aw.
And yeah, he tries to slam. There's no slam.
Where's Krungus?
Yes, we do have to go to Krungus really fast. Sorry, everyone. Jaryu, let me pull you over.
The other side is
Krungus.
pretty cool, guys. You should check
Oh,
it out.
It says I don't own a token.
Yes, because Krungus, I haven't brought him over yet. Krungus appears right here.
Quinn.
Oh, those guys are spoopy.
Krunkus is about to receive the full might of this battlefield. So, because they all have their turns now, we have to do this side of combat.
Oh, no, we don't.
I'll go real
Automate.
fast.
Krungus.
Go ahead, Krungus, roll initiative.
Yeah.
First it is this person's turn, who is
Oh, I didn't know this was gonna be a whole thing. I would have not done.
there's only really one thing that I need to do. And so honestly, most of them are going to ignore Krungus as he is kind of nothing. But I would like for Krungus to roll me a perception check.
Can he even do that?
I don't know. Does he see? Does he have eyes? He has dark vision.
Yeah, he has dark vision, but I have no ability. Like, I can't roll a perception check.
Click the hide not proficient tab. I mean, this is almost worthless because he has a -3 to perception, or a -2. But you never know. If you were to crit. Okay, Krungus misses it. He doesn't see. But I will pull you back over, Jaryu. Because what's happening on that side is happening in real time to y'all's side, right? And the group of you watch as the purple light that you disabled, Yokizos, with your Dispel Magic, awakens once again. And Krungus, unfortunately, missed it. But I'm sure next time he'll catch it. Before we start round 3, I would like to go to Thunder for a second.
Where?
No.
Thunder, you are in Von Rieg. You have stepped outside of the Lynx clan house, and you are doing what?
So after, successfully checking that vibe check, I felt pretty good that, they're pretty happy, right? And going back up when we teleported via plants up top to the top of the mountain, it made me realize that I'm kind of mad that I didn't have my certain clothing that could possibly give me some burrow speed. So I think I'm gonna do a quick little meander to the horse clan area.
And as you begin to meander, you make it to.
I want to say, don't forget. I'm very suspicious and cautious of what's going on, so I'm constantly doing mold earth behind me to brush my feet in case anyone's following me.
Oh, okay, I like that.
I'm a cautious cat.
Yes. And as you cautiously cat into the temple district, you see 2 figures running up to you.
I'm not
And
looking at them.
You refuse to look at them, but they kind of cut you off as they walk up in front of you. You can see that they're both carrying armfuls of leathers and fabrics. And
I'm definitely looking now.
you see them and you recognize them. It's Lopin and Sornin.
Yeah, hey! Where are you guys going?
Mr. Thunder.
Yes.
And they kind of pull you aside off the road. We were given a task by Aslos, our newest member, to try and refit our uniforms, and we have purchased very, very nice fabrics to do so. And they kind of
Oh.
raise their hands and show you, like in their arms, like beautiful purples and like blacks, silvers.
Oh, yeah. I like the purple for sure.
Thank you. Yes, we are growing more and more concerned. And then Lopin looks at you and says, "Why aren't you with the other dragons?"
That's a good question. And I'm trying to
Ooh,
remember
that's
why
an
I'm not
idea.
with them.
Because you're a fucking fly and never came back to it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm like, things happened. Yeah, I ended up following someone, and then I just left what was currently going on, and I think they're in the Underdark. The last time I talked to them.
That's what we were afraid of. They've shut down the city.
I'm looking around.
And there are people walking around, and Lupin almost kind of hits your head. He says, "No, not like that.
Oh,
They've closed the gates. Mining is closed. No one is allowed outside of Von Rieg. No one is allowed into the tunnels. No one is allowed into Morkesh. No one is allowed out."
what about the other shops?
What do you mean?
Well, that's where I'm trying to go. Are they closed?
And he hits your head again. Don't you understand? The city is closed. All ways out are prevented, which means. And he kind of does like the hand movement, like to continue.
Yes.
It means there are no ways in.
I'm nodding my head. But we
And
are in.
Jordan shakes his head sadly and says, "The Diamond Dragons are not in. They're in the Underdark, yes. They won't be able to re-enter the city."
Oh, I'm sure they'll be fine.
So you aren't concerned at all?
We're Diamond Dragon.
Sornen is not confrontational enough to say it, but I am. The two of us have been talking about this, and we're going to the Underdark to save the Diamond Dragons. No one knows the Underdark tunnels better than we do. And he holds up the maps that the two of them had been working on late into the night under Jaryu's discretion.
Aren't they with Jaryu? Jaryu's from here.
Jaryu is in the Underdark.
But he's been to the Underdark.
Using our maps. What we're trying to say, Thunder, is that the Diamond Dragons can't re-enter Von Rieg. The one tunnel they know. It's being blockaded as we speak. They're paving
By who?
it. By the guards. This is martial law. We're going down into the Underdark to fetch them out. And we were hoping that you would come with us.
Of course. I want to see the letter shop really quick. Is that okay?
And the two of them just look at each other. Your lack of urgency is very surprising and slightly disappointing.
Again, I say, we're the Diamond Dragon.
And the two of them shrug and say, "I suppose if you want to visit the leather shop first, you can."
And then I walk past them. And we're off.
And a little defeated, they follow you. And
Hopefully they
you,
know I have no idea where I'm going.
and you head off to the leather shop. And with that, we're back to combat.
Ah! Let's see.
Okay. Round one, or sorry, not round one. Round three, is about to begin, and as a consequence of that, the death ray is warming up and about to fire after it mysteriously was restored. So I need all dragons except for Durna, who is disguised, to take 19 psychic damage.
Oh shoot!
Did it hit me hiding?
It did find you, yes. And with that, Durna, it's your turn.
Okay. I do have a question. So on this feint attack situation, I still get to make the attack, or is it I feint it but I never actually make an attack?
It's like no. It's like an addition to the attack, I believe. Well, no, you're right. It is your attack.
Maneuver is not like a
Right. Yeah, think of it less as like an actual maneuver. It's maybe not a good word for it. But no, it is a it doesn't do any damage, but it's also a bonus action. So.
Ooh, okay, yeah, it is a bonus action. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna come in here, take a step forward, look at Ventus and be like, hell yeah! Whatever I sound like, ghoul monster.
I look at the ghoul like, what the heck? Just
and yeah, and I'll stab. Right, where's my rapier? Stab with my rapier.
Not your dancing rapier?
Is that special? Does it do special stuff? No, I haven't used that yet.
Okay. I think that you would definitely have advantage on this attack.
On this guy?
Yeah, although you didn't need it. But I feel like this would definitely count as a surprise attack, so it would. But you definitely hit.
Well, if I'll do that, let me roll again, get that 20. Crit. That'd be nice. Okay, never mind. Normal. Also going to do Psychic Blades. Once again, I have full Bardic Inspiration, so I'll burn one and do an extra 5d6 necrotic damage.
Very cool.
I also get my sneak attack, which is 2d6, nothing special. Roll those.
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
And is this against this Grell here?
This guy right here.
Yeah.
It's swashbuckling with my rakish audacity. I just one-on-one him. There's no one within 5 feet other than him, so boom.
For sure, yeah. Go ahead and describe for everyone how you absolutely slice him up.
Oh yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of a thumbs up, like hell yeah to Ventus, still in ghoulish, and then just it's a quick step up and move to the side, and then kind of come down through his shoulder, through his all the good stuff, heart type situation, lungs, heart. And just pull it in, pull it right back out. And as it goes in, and I'm pulling it out, you can see this energy kind of pop out of it a little bit, kind of come out the blade.
Very nice.
Uh,
You slice him.
And then I'll just drop. I'm gonna go ahead and finally just drop this
Okay. The
mask
disguise.
that I got on. Yeah, and you'd be back into just full Derna. You'd be
Oh,
like, hell yeah, here we go, and I'll kind of like.
that was
flourish
you the
my
whole
blade a little
time?
bit.
I get
And
really
then,
excited now that I know that's Durna.
Yeah, and I'll kind of circle around over this direction, and I'll give a bonus action. I'll kind of start humming a song about a birdman in Dwarvish, and give my man a bardic inspiration, Ventus right here,
Hell yeah.
as I circle him with my rapier, ready to kind of get at whatever this guy is, and in turn.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, with that, Aslos, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to run into the mist that's right here.
Okay. Let me bring you on over to the other side. And remember where you were.
I'm like
Believe-
right at the tip of the statue.
Yes, I believe you are right here. And you see in front of you another little squiddy that kind of go.
Yeah, I kind of just want to take like a good look around, and then I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and kill this or attack the squid in front of me.
Okay.
Kill him dead.
I'll leave Greater
that-
Weapon Master.
Okay. Yeah, you strike him. You appear on this side, and the squid kind of opens its thing up to try and intimidate you. It's just kind of, and you just punch it, and it dies.
Then with that, I'm gonna take that and then run over the. I imagine I go around that.
Okay.
Just so we're not. It's
Sure.
not like I ran right back in. I'm gonna punch this other squid.
Okay.
In the face.
Ooh.
And the squid. It still hit.
Ah.
No.
You still get it. Oh, and he dies too. He's just dead.
And then, dude, I kind of want to like look over here. Do I see anything that's gonna do I see anything that could maybe be affecting the statue? I mean, I have pretty good vision, but
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
sorry.
That's okay. And after you punch the squid, you kind of quickly scan where you are, right? You're kind of now on the other side, right? Where you know on the mirrored side, the statue would be standing. And you can see that there are several creatures now on the far side that are turning to look at you, right? You've gained quite a bit of attention. But behind you, you look around where the statue was. And you can see that where there was a statue, there is now several like supply pieces. You can see several crates, several boxes, a lamppost, and you can see next to this crate here a large lever.
All right. Well, I will take the rest of my movement, get over near the lever, and then end my turn. So I don't have any more action.
Very good. Very good. And let me come over and I'll pull you over as well so you can keep watching. And Jen, it is your turn.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my internet cut out. I don't know. I left the channel or anything. I'm gonna start off. So the guy I'm afraid of is this guy, correct?
Say that again.
The guy I'm afraid of, or does the fear go away, or do I roll a check?
The guy that you were afraid of is this guy right here.
And is there any kind of check?
Oh, yes. Honestly, at the end of your last turn, you should have rolled a check, so you can roll it now before you start. I mean, it's the same as when you end it, right?
And what kind of check?
A wisdom saving throw, please. And that is a success.
Nice.
You are no longer feared. You are brave.
I'll just attack the guy I'm standing next to, the Fate Eater.
Okay. And don't roll yet. Let me see something. Let's see if this works. Gonna roll your attack. 15 does not hit.
Dang. I guess I will attempt to attack him with one of my other daggers, my Yanti Fang.
Okay. Go ahead. That does hit.
And so even though it won't apply my strength, it still applies sneak attack, right?
Correct, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be 1d4 plus sneak attack. Plus an additional d6, because it's a 1t fang.
Oh.
So do I just hit damage?
Try and just roll damage, and we'll... yay! It does work.
Then we
now.
subtract 5, so 35.
A meager 35 damage. The wife into this fate eater.
Trash.
And ew, boy. I have to whip out the calculator for this one. Yeah, you cut deep into this fate eater as you watch the Wanti Fang slide into it.
And then I'll just hold formation.
Okay.
Pass.
Yokizos, it's your turn.
I'll go ahead and let the spiritual weapon swing at him. With that guy.
Give him a nice bop.
End him.
That is...
Hold on, why does that give me a plus? That should be a +9. It's a
That's
spell.
true.
All of my attack
That.
spells are +9.
I thought the last one I saw was a +9.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Well, where was it?
That one's a +10.
Plus 10, yeah.
And you had a
Oh, I
plus,
bet because it's a
plus
template
10.
of the token. I bet it's because
Yeah,
you
had a
not
plus 10
coded
on the first
right or
one.
something.
Yeah, yeah, you're exactly right. It's because this one is just, it's coded incorrectly.
So it would have been a 13 plus 10. So
13 plus 10. So that would be a hit.
okay. We're talking pretty minimal damage here, but
Hey, it adds up. It adds up.
alright, well then I'll just pop out the spell and not use the token.
Yeah, that might be better.
I'm gonna use Kelemvor's balance, and I'm gonna attack this guy behind me.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And this damage is going to heal Ventus.
Ooh, very cool.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, you watch as the orb of life kind of lights up and heals the chosen target, Ventus. You were bumped.
You almost.
Very nice.
And that's it.
Okay. It is this Pale Screamer's turn, who is once again going to desperately attempt to multi-attack Jaryu because he really has no other choice. Tentacle 1. But with disadvantage, so hold on. And it goes from a hit to a miss. One more. Even worse. Poor guy.
Has any of the people that he got the AC from... Oh, one of them has died, yeah. Because now it's at
Yeah.
21. Nice.
Right. Yeah, now he's at 4. It is a Scum's turn somewhere. Oh, this one over here. Whose turn is now wasted because Azos is no longer here. He dipped. So now he's going to start running back this way.
Poor guy. Azos shows
guy.
back up. Azos shows back up.
He
He
can
turns
dance,
around.
right?
Damn it!
Sucker.
Got him. Okay, the Shadow Spirit is going to multi-attack Okizos with 2 Chilling Rends.
Wisdom save.
Yes, good call.
Boom.
Going to take 10 Radiant. That does a pretty good chunk to this guy. Okay, now he's going to try his Chilling Rend.
Ooh, he's barely missed.
Yeah, he strikes your shield.
Oh, he
And that
hit!
one cut through.
Smash, smash.
Take 13 damages. Yeah, he kind of drops his elbow down on you. I forgot that you are concentrating.
Oh yeah, so... but I have Warcaster, so I get an advantage of
Mhm.
this. I'm good.
I'm good.
Saw the 18. You don't even have to add the bonuses. That's good.
Yeah, for sure. You're good. Okay, that's his turn. It's now the White Appear's turn, who is now going to shoot 2 arrows at Durna.
No, yeah.
As you reveal yourself to be the imposter that you are. I think that does hit.
Yep.
Max damage!
Maximum damage. As he tries again. And misses.
He got too excited about his max damage.
He did. He knocked that arrow a little too fast and it just flew off.
Oh. Okay.
And Ventus. It's your turn.
Alright. Oh. Okay, first. Hell yeah. I would like to fly up behind this guy. And is this black mist? I can't really tell, but I'm gonna avoid that.
Yes, this is.
And I would. So I'm looking at this this shove action, and it's okay. It says for the bonus action, it uses one of my attacks. Does it happen for like what if I don't attack?
So basically what that's saying is like if you have a multi-attack that allows you to strike twice,
you could use the shove for one of them and still use the other.
Well, do I have to use the bonus action though, or because the other one also says it replaces one of the attacks, so I don't.
Yeah, sorry. I think that was a copy and paste error.
Okay.
It's really for the full action. It doesn't really count for the bonus action. Also, Ventus, whenever you fly from this point, this will get an opportunity attack from him if that's okay.
That's
if you still want to do it.
Yeah, that's. I'll still do it.
He'll try and slap you with the tentacle. He does miss. And yes, so if you use it as a full action, you can still do the strike as part of your thingy.
Well, I just want to try and shove him off the cliff, so I want to do just a 5 feet.
Okay, works for me. So you make an athletics check, and he's going to make athletics or acrobatics. It's his choice.
Okay. Athletics. Oh no. My athletics is not that good.
Okay. And
Please.
neither is his. You shove him off as he goes flying off the cliff, bounces down. He's 30
Yeah,
feet up,
baby.
so that's 3d10.
As he falls
Crunch.
down, I just call the donut. I got another one coming down for you, and I just give him a thumbs up. And
Then
then,
hear a chuckle.
and then I use my movement to step into the mist
Oh,
and go to the other
baby.
side again.
Oh,
And he's
baby,
gone.
a triple.
Oh, baby, a triple. And Ventus, let me bring you up over here. As you appear here, you find yourself next to one of them, and you can see Azos down in the valley.
Oh, I haven't teleported to the other side yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. For a
Teleportation.
second, I thought you were saying you didn't do it or whatever. Here you go.
Okay, and then now that I spawned next to this guy, I would like to use. Can I also shove this guy with the?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, yeah. I mean, the way I read it is you can.
Yeah.
Because you can
It
always
can-
use an attack as a push. Like.
So,
Right,
so it's,
right.
It's not a.
You get the
It's not a
bonus
bonus
as well.
action thing. It's just an attack thing, or is it?
It's
Using-
both,
You already used your
but
bonus
Both?
the
action.
bonus action's a different mechanic. Than the
Gotcha. Okay. So.
But anybody can push somebody with their attack.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will. I'll try and push him.
Okay.
Is it a squid?
Can this be like an advantage
Oh.
surprise push?
Yeah.
Place it like-
You got away with it once, but not twice.
Shadar,
Okay,
Kai,
well-
Gloomweaver? What the fuck?
You don't see Blue Reaver. Shadar Kai.
And we'll return to the rest of this side's turn at the end of the other.
Yes, that'll be my turn.
Whenever Krungus is going.
Yes, whenever it's Krungus' time to shine. Ventus, I'll pull you back here. It is this white's turn now, who just fell. And
Half movement.
yeah,
Gotta get up.
he's got to get up.
Yeah.
So he is now not prone. He's just going to take out his bow and shoot it at well, no, he's gonna move forward. That's half his movement. Which I think is correct.
Yeah.
Let's go at this.
15. Or that's only 10, 5, 10, 15 foot.
Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna remember if getting up from prone was all of your movement or
No, it's half.
half. In that case, he's gonna try to attack you once with his longsword, Durna,
G.
and miss. And he's gonna attempt to life drain you. And to miss. He tried. Jaryu,
Now.
it's your turn.
I am going to. I'm going to use my boots of spider climbing to go into the mist up here.
Oh,
And-
interesting.
Woo!
You will take an opportunity attack, but it is with disadvantage. As he desperately tries to whip out a tentacle at you, and you can feel it slap against your armor as you run up to this mist, and you fade away. But not forever, because you appear on this side.
And I'm going to use the remainder of my movement. Go to here, the edge of this precipice.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Oh, wow. What a cone. All three of them now. must roll wisdom saving throws, with 2 of them having -3 because of your aura of despair. And all 3 of them fail.
Oh my goodness. I am jacked.
Now, I think how I would rule this is on this plane. Your previous ones do not count. They are not here.
Okay.
You do not feed from their fear. So so you would have 3 here. Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So
I did have a question though, because my HP, I was like on the other side, and this happened before I even jumped over, but like I was full +6 after that psychic damage from the tower thingy, but now all of a sudden I'm at 74 out of 87, but I haven't gotten hit.
Oh, I'm
We've
sorry.
been hit twice by the ray, though.
Yeah, but
Because we got hit last session, too, remember?
yeah, but at the start of oh, we'll just whatever. It's fine. I'll take it.
Okay.
And then, so I should have another 15 temp right now.
Yes, you did gain. So I'll let you add that, and your AC is now automatic. But yes, in this plane, you have gathered 3 new fearders.
Okay.
Congratulations.
And then
He's feasted tonight.
I'm going to what is the radius here? No, I'm gonna just step back along the edge. Wait, no, I don't have any movement left. I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay.
And I can go how far with that? 30 feet?
It should show you a radius.
Oh. That's not where I want to travel to. It didn't show me a radius, but I wanted to travel to right here.
Okay.
30 feet.
Very good.
And I'm done.
Okay. Let me pull you back. Where are you? Pull. And we'll go to the scum, who is just going to multi-attack Durna. 2 of these attacks.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, both.
Okay. Normal damage. Normal damage. And then he's going to attempt to touch your mind in a mind-breaking way.
Ooh.
And not it.
It's like my god. Oh, there it goes. Damage. Apply damage.
It is the Fate Eater's turn.
Alright.
And the Fate Eater is going to try and bite Jin with disadvantage because he is feared. Woof! And miss. He's going to end his turn, but because Jaryu is no longer within his line of sight, he does get to attempt his saving throw again, which he will do gladly.
It's my turn now.
And he fails.
He does fail, and he takes Spirit Guardian damage with another Wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah.
He takes all of that.
He's
Big
been
fail.
doing rough on those.
He is not rolling well. And Frawl, it's your turn.
Brawling Krungus, it's time.
It's time. Big Frawl, big Krunk. That slam hits
Oh, yeah.
as he throws his body against the Fate Eater with reckless abandon.
Yeah, I like to think he just, like, tries to flail but falls, you know?
Yeah, just kind of stumbles onto him. But he does strike him.
Yes. And
And Frawl can also attempt to escape your fear because you are no longer in sight for a wisdom
That's right.
saving throw. No, he's afraid.
I want him to fail. He's feeding my bones.
Okay.
Krungus.
Krungus' turn.
Big Krung.
Is Krungus on this side afraid of something on the other side?
I think so,
Yeah.
yes.
Krungus is gonna move towards this squid thing.
Okay.
And he's actually gonna cast. Wait a minute. Let's see what. I don't know what this does. Hold on. Nah, he's gonna slam.
Nah, he's slamming.
He's slamming champ.
Slam champion.
A critical slam.
Krungus is the man, dude.
Krungus.
Oh my god, what?
Oh my god.
And he like nearly
Oh my
smothers
God.
the entire dark mantle as he falls upon it.
Krungus.
Wow, okay. Excellent. Let's end here tonight, and we're gonna start next session on the other people's side, their turn, and then we'll jump back to y'all.
Great sesh.
GG's.
Yeah, good job,
Awesome.
guys.
Thanks, David.
Sorry we didn't get to play
was
as
amazing.
long talking about mechanic stuff, but I think it was definitely worth
No,
it. It
this
just
is a good sesh. I
Yeah,
had
just-
a good time.
takes time. But I think y'all are figuring this fight out
Mm-hmm.
as you're warping around. I'm excited for the others to see the other side.
Oh yeah,
I
dude.
still haven't seen it
Out
yet.
of game. Meta Derna's
Other
gonna get in there.
side.
I
soon,
might
like,
purposely be
I was about
avoiding
to
it.
pull Derna and
Uh-oh.
this just for funsies.
All right, later,
That's
dude.
pretty cool.
Alright.
Yeah, good night.
Later, guys.
He's out.
Y'all.